Basic Sage walls for Bind. Let's talk about it. If you're new here, my name is Default Sage. My content aims to help other Sage mains win rounds in Valorant. I'm Ascendant rank, so keep in mind that these may not work in all ranks. That said, say hello to our Assistant Sage, and let's head over to A site. Let's start with bath or showers. There's an orb and a door here. The first wall that we're going to place is what I call a double wall. This means that they have to kill 2 portions before they can get through. When you place this wall, make sure that the edge of the wall is touching the shadow, just like this. If done correctly, the attacker needs to kill 2 portions before they can come through. Now, why is this wall good? It's good because it takes time, and most importantly, it gives you information and requires ammo, which is limited. Here is a variation of the same wall, and this one you can rotate your wall pre-round so it's easier to execute. Rotate your wall diagonally just like this, and when you place it, make sure it touches the edge of the door, just like this. In most cases, you will be able to safely grab this orb while throwing the double wall on this entrance. However, this one is not as easy and it does take time to master, so be careful when you do it. Let's move over to the entrance. I like to place a diagonal wall to block the door. It allows me to defend the door, this angle, and provides a cubby as a last resort to hide in. Sometimes people will get careless when trying to break your wall, and if they do, shoot them, just like this. This wall does require some comms though, because if you have a Jet or a Raze playing aggro on the tank, they can be shot from this angle. Let's move over to A short. Starting with a wall from heaven, this straight wall will give you a high off angle wall for A short. As you can see, there are 2 angles that they will be coming from depending on if they jump on the ledge. Either way, be ready for them when they come. I wouldn't recommend sitting up here for too long. Maybe take 1 burst and leave, or play with an operator up here. The next wall is a backside wall that you can use to get easy headshots as the attackers cross a cubby. As you can see, you can only see their heads, so this is great for eco rounds or if you're very confident with your shot. Be careful though, because as you can only see their heads, they can only see your head as well. This next wall is up against the tank. Same thought process as before. This time, instead of aiming cubby, you're going to be aiming A short, and again, you can only see their heads, they can only see your head as well. Both of these walls, extremely situational. Here's an aggressive wall for A short. If you throw a diagonal wall like this and force the attackers to jump on the box, if played right, you should have the first shot at them. Additionally, you can try and catch them off guard through the crack, just like this. I personally would not use this as a go-to wall, but use it depending on how the attackers are attacking. Here is a diagonal wall for lamps. This creates a double wall for the attackers. As you can see, it takes a concerned effort to break through into backside. Also, when your team rotates over to help, they can come in and only worry about bath and short. This wall does require comms because you don't want your team coming in and having to worry about an angle that's already walled off. Before we head to B site, let's look at the common areas that you can use the Sage wall to boost enemies. Starting with default, you can boost somebody up just like this. If you know that somebody's behind this box, you can boost them up just like this. If they're in front of lamps, you can boost them up just like this. And the very last one, you can boost them up just like this. Now let's head over to B site. Here is a double wall that you can place in front of the teleport. Throw a diagonal wall, but make sure that your wall touches the box in front of you. This requires that the attackers kill 2 portions before they can enter hookah. Again, great for information, delaying the attackers, and also wasting ammo. Here's a one way that you can use to defend hookah. Place your wall on this box and make sure that your wall is touching the 2nd level and not the top of the box. You can see it illustrated here with the yellow arrows. If executed correctly, it should create a one-way for you, and if the attackers come in, you should have 1 to 2 seconds to shoot their feet, just like this. This wall is very effective if used correctly. The next one is a straight wall in hookah. This blocks hookah but also provides you a little ledge to stand on. This is a great off angle for B long. This is a great situational wall. Again, I probably would not use this more than once or twice per match. Here is a straight wall that you can use with the tall box on site. You can use this angle to try and get easy headshots. I will usually use this on eco rounds with a sheriff or a marshal. If worse comes to worse, you can drop behind the wall like this and delay your death by a few seconds, unless of course you're just different and you can shoot your way out. Here is the double wall for B long. If you throw a diagonal wall that covers both doors, the attackers will need to kill 2 portions of that wall before they can enter. This wall requires comms though, because even though you are blocking blocking the entrance, it leaves two big gaps that you can either shoot through or try to stay away from those angles. Here are the two boost spots for Bind B-side. If you are defending and you know that they're planting at default, you can boost them up just like this. This also works from the other side as well. Both of these are pretty easy and it does leave room for error. To the best of my knowledge, you cannot boost if they're planting in the middle, just like this. Before we go, I want to leave you with my favorite Grim Wall. In a post-plant situation, you can place a diagonal wall on top of the generator, just like this. This will give you a perfect shot into defender spawn as they rotate, and it will also allow you to shoot anyone below and they cannot see you at all. So there you have it, a basic Sage Wall guide for Bind that you can use in your games right now. Thank you so much for staying until the end of the video. Please like and subscribe to the channel for more content just like this. And as always, leave your comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And thank you for watching, and I hope that this can help you win some rounds.